Hi there, Lifting Consciousness family. I hope you're doing well. It's been a time. I've been away because I've been moving house and getting things sorted. So I'm now back and ready to give you your Monday motivation message. I hope you've been doing really well. And I think it's a reminder actually for all of us that sometimes we do have to take that time for ourselves because we're going through certain things and we're all on this journey of life in this 3D reality. So, unfortunately, I didn't have the time to devote to these readings, but I hope you understand because I needed that time to devote to myself in terms of what was going on in my own life, and I need to fill up my cup in order to then serve you as a collective. So I haven't forgotten about you. And it's interesting because I put my deck of cards down. I'm going to take from the Light Seas Tarot, and the top one kind of flew off, and that's very beautiful. This is all about that hope and also new beginnings. The star, it kind of comes after the tower moment of change, and certainly that's been prevalent in my life. But there may be some of you out there as well going through similar things, trying to navigate through change, but this is very positive. It's saying that there is that hope, there is that freshness of the energy that can be rebirthed as a result of that change, and looking at things positively in terms of wonderment and that hope that you can get from that. So let's see what we've got. We've got the Light Seas Tarot, okay? So from the Pure White Light, let's see what we have for your Monday motivation message. Okay. And of course, we've got the new moon in Sagittarius coming up this week. So I will do a reading for that as well. But of course, that being about new beginnings, and we're going into another season. We're going into Sagittarius season. So we're moving out of water energy, Scorpio. But of course, Scorpio has come with a lot of deep transformation. And certainly with the astrological alignments, there has been deep, right at the depth of the soul transformation. And if you're resonating with this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about with that. Things have had to come up from that depth to be dealt with, to release, to move forward, and that can be challenging at times. So going back to the star that we saw, tower moments, that precede that energy within the tarot deck, unexpected change, but also big, profound change, and change that's necessary for us on our journeys. So of course, recognizing that there may have been things coming up that you haven't maybe wanted to deal with, and the energy has been really forcing us to deal with it for our own highest good, to make those changes, for our own highest good. So let's see what we've got. So we're of course moving into that fire energy of Sagittarius, and that gives us some expansion with that Jupiterian energy, but we may still be going through that deep transformation as well. It's worth bearing that in mind. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see what we've got then for the collective, please, from the Pure White Light. That one flipped out straight away. We've got the Empress in reverse. This is about new beginnings, but she's in reverse. So we'll see what else comes out. There could be some resistance to change. Eight of Wands in reverse, bit of stagnancy. Okay. What else do we have, please, for the collective? Right, that one's just gone on the floor. Bear with me. Oh. But we do have the High Priestess, another major arcana here. This is all about using that deep intuition, that inner knowing. It's Piscean energy, and of course the Empress is Taurus energy. And what I'm feeling straight away from that is, we know deep within ourselves, when it comes to change that we've had to go through, we know it's for our highest good. We know inherently within. We've got that wisdom within. We've got that intuition. We need to trust it. And on both of these cards, the feminine, so obviously that was in reverse, but if you look at the feminine here, eyes closed, feminine here, eyes closed. So there is a sense of maybe needing to open your eyes to a situation that could potentially resolve this stagnancy of the Eight of Wands in reverse. This can relate to travel, communication, but it is a movement card. And I'm feeling that there is some stagnancy or some delays because of maybe not wanting to open our eyes to something when it comes to that feminine energy, because we've got the Empress and we've also got the High Priestess. Very powerful major arcana feminine energy there. Let's see what else we have. Okay, this is for the collective, thank you. And remember as well, it's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? The collective is vast It's not gonna resonate for everyone. Oh, we have another feminine here. And has she got her eyes open or closed? I think she's got her eyes open. It's difficult for me to see that, but she's looking at that kind of spark that she has in her hands. So this is very much about doing. It's taking the action to go and get something, to go after something that you're passionate about, because it's Wand's energy. And she's looking at that magical creation that she has in her hand, holding that wand kind of aloft in terms of, this is the opportunity I'm going for, or this is the connection I'm going for, and I'm making this happen. You know, that sacral energy, I'm making it happen, and I'm fixed on it. So there is that sense of, you know, we've got minor arcana of feminine energy, as well as major arcana of feminine energy. Let's keep going. Oh, that one came out straight away. But there is, now, thank you, Spirit. This is a beautiful synchronicity. This is all about making a choice, but fear of making a choice, because the blindfold is on, but the blindfold can easily be removed. Now, this deck, beautiful deck, I love it. It's my favourite. Lightseer's Tarot. She has the blindfold on. The swords are represented by birds in this deck, which is beautiful because it just gives a different sort of layer of message to that. In the traditional tarot, she's kind of sat there and she's holding the two swords like that with the blindfold on. There is a sense of needing to see something. So the synchronicity I was referring to that Spirit has beautifully provided is that we have feminine eyes closed, feminine eyes closed. And then we have a feminine here with the blindfold on. So the eyes are closed in terms of being able to see out of the blindfold, but there is that inner knowing within of the intuition of the choice that needs to be made, because this is all about not wanting to take the blindfold off, almost needing to make a choice, but knowing what that choice is and not wanting to kind of see it for the reality, maybe through fear. Of course, it's swords energy, so thoughts up in the mind could be quite negative in terms of fear or doubt or anxiety around that, making a choice. But what I'm also drawn to here intuitively, what I'm feeling is birds can symbolize freedom as well. So this choice might relate to being free of something. And that could very well be what she's actually wanting to kind of, you know, she's wanting to go in the direction of something or someone, you know, whatever it is, however it resonates. But there's almost that fear of going through with it, if that makes any sense. And I'm saying feminines because we've got feminine on the cards, but just know that this is not gender specific in terms of a reading. If it's resonating for you, it's resonating for you, but don't try and make something fit that doesn't. That being said, we have, regardless of gender, got both the feminine and masculine energies within. We've got the feminine of the nurturing and being open to receive and that unconditional love. And we've got the masculine in terms of courage and taking action, going after what we want. And that is the feminine who has her eyes open, is that sacral energy, which is more of that masculine energy because it's taking action, and she has her eyes open. So there is that sense of the masculine element, or a masculine that you might be dealing with, is taking action. But the feminine side of that kind of nurturing side is perhaps holding on to something because of fear and not wanting to make a choice, even though within you know what the choice is that you need to make. There are just some fears around that, and certainly in relation to birthing something new. Now, could be literally, because what we see here is we see the globe within the belly, and there is that kind of energy to it, but it can also just mean birthing something new. We've got the new moon coming up, so this is all about new opportunities. Let's see what else we have for the collective. Okay, oh yeah, they all wanted to come out. So we've got Four of Cups in reverse. We've got the Judgment, another major arcana, Libra energy, and we've also got the King of Cups. Okay, so we have got Cups and Swords energy and Wands energy. We've not got any Pentacles energy. So with the Four of Cups, this is almost saying about, you know, the divine is wanting to bring in a gift, but this person on the card here with her eyes open can't actually see that gift being presented because she's too focused on what she's lost, the 3 cups that have spilt. So it's almost like, do I really want that? Do I even know it's there? Because I'm focused on this. So there is that kind of, that feeling of disinterest in a way, almost like, what's the point in me investing in a new opportunity that's going to bring me emotional fulfillment, because what I had I've lost and it's just going to be the same again. So she's not even focused on it. So there really does need to be that aspect of self-care in terms of being aware of those opportunities that are coming in, may already be here, could be presenting themselves to you soon. Okay, and remember, she's got her eyes open, but she's not seeing it. So we've got various things here about sort of vision, if you like, that inner vision, the vision that we have literally, and also the fear around that vision as well, in a way, because that one of course is in reverse. So do I want to take it? Don't I? You know, do I want to make a choice? I'm a bit scared too. I know the choice I need to make, but do I really want it? You know, it's that kind of mixture of emotions. And after going through the transformative energies of Scorpio and the intensity of that, it could leave us feeling a bit deflated in terms of, well, have I actually got the energy to go through with that? Have I actually got the energy to invest myself in something that I know is going to emotionally fulfill me, but I just have those little fears because of things from the past that haven't quite worked out? It could be that. But the King of Cups in that instance is saying you need to lead with your heart. So this is about getting in touch with your feelings and not the overthinking of the mind, which is what we see here in the Two of Swords. So this is about leading with your heart and being comfortable with your emotions. Not only that, we've got the Queen of Wands. We've got a King and Queen, although they're different suits, but we've got a King and Queen. So it could be, and this may only resonate for a small handful of people, it could be that you are a fire sign feminine dealing with a water sign masculine, or vice versa. It doesn't have to be exactly that. This is just the energy of the card, but we have a feminine and a masculine, a king and a queen. There is a message about sovereignty, about going after what you want and being comfortable in your emotions to do so. And this is all about answering the call to your soul. So again, knowing what it is you want deep within your soul, within your intuition, and going after it, aligning with your soul. Again, there is that liberation. I mentioned freedom earlier with the birds, another synchronicity. Thank you, Spirit. So this is all about that liberation, that freedom of actually being yourself and aligning with yourself when you recognize you can go after what you want in terms of birthing something new for yourself on your journey, but also being aware of choices that you need to be made, moving past the fear and making those choices if they are the right thing for you to make. You know the choice that you need to make in that situation, what's right for you, what feels right for you. Remember, be comfortable in your emotions, King of Cups, and go after what you want. So make the choice that is what you want, not what someone else wants you to do. And you know within, you've got that power within. There is major arcana energy here, Taurus, Libra and Pisces, okay? But we still don't have Pentacles. So you may be feeling less grounded in that. And that could be why you might be fearful, because you don't feel stable in the decision or the choice, okay? Let's see what advice we have. I think there's some advice that's come through already, but we'll see what else we have. Thank you. It's 2 there. We finally got a Pentacles card. Okay, they're both in reverse, but I actually like this one in reverse, and this is again why I like using different decks, because you get a different sort of message coming through as an intuitive reader. So we've got 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Now straight away, 7, 8, there's progress here. Okay, so in order to make progress, you need to be a bit more patient with yourself and recognize that those seeds that you're planting, you know, things will grow. If you're planting the seeds that are in alignment with what you want, you know, imagine she's got that seed, that magic seed in her hand, and also you're birthing something new. So you're planting something to birth something new for you, then it is going to come to fruition. But there needs to be some patience, to be patient with yourself and to not rush yourself, because that's going to lead to this situation. Okay. And we have that 8 of Swords in reverse. This is anxiety and stress, but it's in reverse. And what I find positive about this particular card being in reverse is because what we see is the reflection is what's bound, by all those stresses, fears, anxieties. It's almost getting worse than that, isn't it? Because that's 2 and that's 8. So that's more tied up in those thoughts. You don't want to get to that point. But this is why it came out with this one. There's a need to be patient with yourself, not rush the process, but know that every step you're making, every seed you're planting in the direction of your own growth is actually going to free yourself from that anxiety. It's not going to add to it. Because here, this is the person, that's the reflection. So actually in reverse, we see we've got the person here on top of everything, on top of the situation. Okay. Hidden energy on the bottom of the deck is the moon. So this is also major arcana energy, Piscean energy. This is a further reminder to trust your intuition and to remove yourself from those fears that can be created. Now, also with the moon, especially around the time of the full moon, there can be an illumination of something. Now, we're coming up to a new moon, so this feels more symbolic for the new moon, especially because we've got a lot of cards here that are saying about new beginnings and taking action and making choices and going after what you want, planting your seeds for what you want to grow in terms of that new beginning. This is about trusting your intuition and diving more into that Piscean energy of actually being you within your soul, using that intuition, having that balance as well between the feminine and masculine I alluded to earlier, and recognizing that the new moon coming up this week, okay, new moon is Sagittarius. I will need to check the other placements going on, but straight off the bat, I'm feeling that there is that expansive energy because of Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter used to rule Pisces. It's the original ruler before Neptune was discovered. So there is another link there as well. There can be great positive expansion to what you want to manifest here, but there is that need to take the blindfold off, metaphorically speaking, to recognize that you know within what you need to do because of what you want, but to be patient with yourself, to remove yourself from any stress and anxiety, and have that inner knowing that what you're planting, okay, the seeds you're planting are going to grow into something that is going to provide you with that stability, only if it's something that you are wanting. Okay, this is saying this is about you. This is turning it back to you, because we've got that powerful energy here, leading with your emotions, being comfortable with your emotions, trusting your intuition. So yes, we can get advice from others. We have many teachers and guides on this journey of life with us in this 3D reality, and that's perfect. That's great. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it's definitely something that you need to hold within you in terms of what you want, because we had that Queen of Wands, and that is about sovereignty and taking action on your journey. It's nobody else's journey, it's your journey. So whilst we can seek advice, it's only us that know what we need to do in terms of moving forward. Okay, and there we are. Underneath that moon, we have victory and being seen. This is about being seen for you, being seen for you in terms of this, aligning with your soul, being seen for you, the real you. Okay, so I hope that finds you well. And of course, as I said, with the new moon coming up, I will do a reading for that. And I hope you've all been well. Sorry for the delay. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there have been things going on. I might need to upload this in a couple of parts on Instagram, because it may not load it in one go, because I think there's a maximum minutes of 15 minutes. So because I've been away, I've been talking a lot more. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. And if you want a personal reading for the new moon, reach out to me, send me a DM, or you can find my details on my website. So just let me know. And yeah, with that being said, I'm sending you love and blessings. Take care.